So here there are so many terminologies in time value of money. This is several terminologies, but from there we will learn only the basic things. We will start with the present value. What is the meaning of present value? For example, you have $10 now. So you want to invest this $10 to any kind of thing, small project or anything. You want to invest this $10. So this will give you a certain amount of money. For example, it will give you $15 in return after 1 year, right? So you just think, you didn't still estimate this actually. You just make a scenario that I have $10 and I will invest this over there, then it will give me $15 in return after 1 year. But actually, this $15, how much worth in present situation, this is called the present value of money. It means in future, the money you will get, how much worth it now in your current situation, in your present situation, is called present value of money. So here we will take an example like Miss Danny wishes to find the present value of taka 1800. 1800 you have already estimated that after 8 years you will get 1800. But you want to know how much it is worth now with the 10% risk-free interest rate. Okay, so from there, your future value is $1,800, right? So number of years, which is stands for N, 8 years. And your annual interest rate is 10%, which will be represented with I, 10%. So what will be our present value? It means how much money it is worth now, $1,800 from the 8 years. So present value equals to future value divided by 1 plus I to the power 8. Okay, from there we will get that amount which will be worth now. So here is the amount, which is 839.71 taka. It means if you get 1800 taka after 8 years with the 10% interest rate, then that future value is worth 839 taka now. So whenever we will calculate present value, we will always, all the time, discount this interest rate. We will not multiply this with the future value, because we are coming from the future to the present situation by our forecasting thought process, or we can just estimate this one. So what is the future value? Future value is very easy. For example, you have now $100. So after 2 years, how much money will you get? How much money will you get? But what? But accepting or by adding the interest rate, not the discount rate. Discount rate will only occur when you will calculate for present value situation. But when you will calculate the future value situation, you have to have the interest rate. So the amount or value will be obtained. It is will be, not can be. Can be means it is going to happen now. But when you are going to proceed for further, then it will show you will be. It means it is talking about your future. At a certain time point in future of a cash flow, it means, for example, if you are getting $100 now, this $100 how much worth in future after certain period of years with a certain amount of interest rate. So let's take an example. Here, very pretty simple example. What will be the final value at the end of 5 years of taka 100, your 100 taka is the present value. It means you have this 100 taka already. Okay, then pay 10% interest rate. Okay, so here our present value is 100 taka. Okay, and what is the duration? Our duration is 5 years. And what amount of rate this will give? 10% interest rate. Now we can easily find out the future value, and the formula of the future value is present value into 1 plus I to the power n. So what is our present value? 100 taka. 1 plus 1 is always constant. This will not going to change. So what is our interest rate? 10%, which is 0.1. And what is the time duration? It is 5. So from there we can get a certain amount of money which we will have after 5 years. So here see 161 taka we will have after 5 years using of 10% rate of interest. So there is a little bit difference between present value and future value. Present value is discounting by your cash flow. It means it is giving you present scenario based on future situation. But over here, this is the normal thought process. Like you have this amount of money now. What happened after 5 years of this money? So there is a little bit difference with the interest rate. In present value, you are discounting, and in future value, you are normally multiplying your interest rate, which is called compounding interest rate. Okay. So this is what I have taught already, that I have said that discounting means present value, the process of finding the present value of a cash flow. It means whenever you are going to calculate the present value of money, then you have to have always discount your interest rate to find out the present situation. Compounding is the same thing. It is a process that will help you to determine the future value of any sort of cash flow you have by using the certain interest rate.